This video we are doing our favourite event of the year, I think. I'm just going to spin around.
It definitely is our favourite event because it involves lots of food and drink, so it's got to be our favourite.
Imagine a pub crawl with food. That's all you need to remember. This is the Los Montesinos Tapas route, and we're going to take you with us on a boozy culinary journey. Let's go. Hi Bob.
Hi Bob.
Now, a little bit of old school. Up here you're going to see a QR code if you want to help us out. We don't ask very often. Friday, we went to Gong, fantastic. We were with Rob and non-Essex bird Sarah. Of course, there's Bob and Helen. More about him later. We went to Gong, Playful Commercial Centre, and the bag with the camera, the DJ camera, the new microphones and everything else, gone. Over €1,200 worth. So, at the minute, we're back on the GoPro, we're back on the old kit, but hey, you know us, it ain't going to make no difference and stop us from doing what we like doing.
Like I said to Andy, because he were really upset yesterday. Yeah, but he were really upset yesterday, and I said, nobody died. It could have been worse, it could be worse. It's not important. So, it's just frustrating.
Yes. Thanks to everybody that knows about this on social media. So if you look on Facebook, I don't know if you put it on Instagram or not, but you'll see when we announce it, like, hey, if anybody sees it, come let us know. I'll not know until tomorrow if we're covered by the insurance, but that's another story. We're at the Los Montesinos Tapas route, and you may notice my dad's with us. It was his birthday on Thursday. Happy birthday, old man.
Happy birthday, Graham.
Happy birthday.
You can get through 12 or 14 or 16 of these easy. Yeah, they're not too big. That sort of size, look.
Yeah. Typically, they're a third of a pint-ish.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers to you.
Happy Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday, which makes a change for us.
It is.
Happy birthday, Graham.
Happy birthday, Graham.
There is a guide. There's a route that tells you which bars are taking part, what their tapper is, maybe, where they are on the map. There's also a bus service that goes to the little urbanisations of Montesol Villas and La Harada. If you check the description, we'll put a link into the video that explains a little bit more about Los Montesinos. Love Los Montesinos. I used to live here. How this works is, on this, Helen, if you could hold it up and show people.
Yeah, so shall I explain?
Yes.
So this is the guide to the tapas route, and each bar that's participating is our first tapper. Gracias.
So that's with an avocado sauce. So before we go any further, Sarah's lactose intolerant, so we're having to watch for things like that.
What did she say? It is avocado sauce?
Avocado sauce, pulled
Right,
pork
okay.
with an avocado sauce. Is that going to be all right, non-Essex bird? Yes.
So, as I was saying, so every bar that's participating is there in a list with their opening hours and the tapper that they are serving. Now, for example, we're at Bar Aroma and the tapper is called Aroma, so we've got no clue what it is, so it's potluck. So what you do is, also, there's a bus, if you live in La Harada or Montesol, there's a bus that comes into Los Montesinos Town Centre, and that's the hours. And then there's also a map that shows you where each bar is that's participating. Now, the idea is that you go to each bar, you order a tapper and a drink, and then and you get a stamp from each bar, and then you vote for your favourite tapper. You can't get...
I'm going to need to blur your phone number out.
That's all right, yeah. Okay, then. You can't get two stamps from the same establishment on a sheet, so that's not going to be an issue. So we've got one each, and then when you've filled all 6 stamps in, you post it into a little post box. Each bar's got a little post box, and if you vote for the winning establishment, you get put into a prize draw for a meal for 2.
I'm not sure if you vote for the winning one or if you just take part, you get chucked into the draw.
I thought...
I'm not sure. Tapper number 1.
Really nice.
Aroma's Tapperia.
It's really nice.
Pulled pork.
It's pulled pork.
With an avocado cream sauce.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Really good.
They're not a bad size actually, they're not massive. So it's a bread bun, avocado cream and a bit of pulled pork on it.
Andy's throwing his away.
Not throw it on floor.
And that's before he's had a drink. I'd say it's a solid start, that one.
I nearly got that all over me. Tastes good though.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
This event is that good that people fly out especially to take part.
Yeah.
Ayuntamiento de Los Montesinos, we've been telling you this for years. Get your act together and start giving more than 2 weeks' notice. You might get more people take part then. So the lady here in Aromas, she's great. Apparently in a year she's gone from 120 kilos to not very much. You will have seen her on the video.
Like figure.
Yes, she's been taking part in a
svelte?
reality show for healthier lifestyle. I think that was basically the way she was saying it. Anyway, she's given us a few tips of places to go and try, and they're on the list. Anyway, and the time right now is
20 to 1 in the
20 to
afternoon.
1. Let's see how we get on this afternoon and what sort of pace we get. We've been here about half an hour, haven't we? So
So we've not rushed it down, but we do need to rush it off and get
time
another
for the
one.
next one. Let's go. If you didn't know, Rob and Sarah's got their own channel. It's Our Place in the Sun. They'll probably have a video. Last year we were out with Mike and Yvonne Between the Lakes. They're going to be here as well, so expect to see them possibly pop up
Are
in
they
the video.
coming to here?
Yeah, they're coming on the bikes.
Oh, right, okay.
And then also Neil and Sue, Get Me to Spain, are also going to be paying a visit to this event. The reason I'm mentioning all these, provided we get these out, is on Saturday, the 3rd of May, we've got a YouTubers meetup.
Which is next Saturday.
It is indeed. Hopefully this video will be out on Thursday. Fingers crossed, because I won't have as much time to edit because my dad's here. May the 3rd in the morning, on the Saturday morning, look for Scatz's channel, which I think is U2 Spain. We'll be on there live Saturday morning.
Yeah, because he can't make it to the meetup.
Yes.
So we're doing like a little live video from different locations.
And there will be other guys that's also going to be at the YouTube meetup. Tales from the Cave Side,
Mountain View Farm.
Mountain View Farm, and Steve the Rambling Irishman can't make it. He got the dates mixed up. And All About Spain, Barry Haler. Barry is having an operation, a long-awaited operation, on the Sunday, so doesn't want to risk being in another car accident before then.
So they've got the tapper of the day here, which is in a bourbon, which is calamari with it says salsa di carne on it, so it's like a meat sauce on a calamari.
Seafood sauce.
No, salsa di carne, it said. Yeah, which sounds a bit strange. But then they've also got like mini hamburgers, they've got meatballs, they've got tripe if anybody likes tripe. They've got little sausage, they've got little bread buns with sausage in, or so what does everybody want?
So we've got a choice. Hola,
Yeah.
buenos dias. We've
Hola.
got a choice of what we want.
So what does everybody want?
We're at the back of La Pasada, as opposed to the main entrance where La Pasada is. You can change the tapper in here. We're in La Pasada. And what we've got to start with is they're the bao buns that's got calamari in.
There you
Other
go.
things. These are the mini burgers.
They look.
The tapas routes are great because it's a way of trying food that you've possibly never had before. And you can decide whether you like it or you don't. By the time you've had 10 beers, you probably don't care.
They're nice.
Waffle fries.
Different?
They're good.
Yeah.
So this is inside the bao bun, so it's got meat in it, and it's also got calamari in it.
Meat and fish.
Yeah, so it's like surf and turf.
Yes.
Oh, different.
Here's the pilotas, which is basically meatball.
Oh, the bao bun's nice and soft.
So Helen's there with her bao bun, and I'm just trying to stop my mini burger from deconstructing himself.
Quite like that.
Mini burger, fried onions, lettuce and tomato. That's not bad.
Like
Extra
Pasada.
point for these guys for having a selection so that most people could try something that they may have been comfortable with. I did try a little bit of Sarah's pilota, the meatball, and there's an underlying flavour. It's like a herb or something. I can't quite put my finger on.
I think it could be turmeric.
The other thing that is typical in pilotas, you
Oh,
see
pine
there,
nuts.
pine nuts. Okay,
Yeah, you get
that's
pine
what that
nuts
is.
in
That's a
them.
pine nut. It's not intestine or anything like that. It's a pine nut. Just in case
What do you
you've
think?
never had one before and you don't know.
We're in Pizzeria Caminito.
We've not been in here before, I think, actually.
No, we've not.
We've been in these areas. They're doing two
Now, just to say one thing, when you're doing the tapas route, don't look at the hours that they've got written down on the guide, because it says that this place doesn't open till 5 o'clock, and it's only 1:20 and it's open, so that's wrong. Sorry, carry on.
No, you're right. So, two empanadas or empanadillas?
Empanadas.
I always get it. Doesn't matter.
And
One's ham and cheese, the other one's meat. So we're getting one of each, and we're going to share it. So we'll show you what we get. Sarah's starting on the wine.
Yeah, that's a good idea, that.
We're 3 in.
No, of course not.
This could
Gracias.
get interesting. Cheers. Ooh. So they're the meat, they're the ham and cheese.
Muchas gracias.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, they look good. They look like they've almost fried. Oh, they look really good inside. Ooh. They all look nice then. There, look at them, they look really good.
Oh, that's special.
I'm doubtful for butter. They're really nice as well though. Look at how much ham and cheese is in that.
Ham and cheese. Just look. The pastry's so light.
That's really nice. Don't you ever make pie with lard? Yeah.
They're good. Basically, I want some of them to take home. The other thing about doing the tapas route is it gives you an idea of somewhere that you can go to eat a proper meal. In the past we've done, and we'll do it later, Matsui, which is down there. We've been there for food because it was really good. So we've already heard that Matsui is quite good today.
Yeah, I think
I've not told these guys yet.
In fairness,
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. In fairness, I think any bar and restaurant in Los Montesinos that does not take part in this event are a little bit silly, because as Andy says, you try food, you like it, and you come back for a full meal afterwards, and it might be a place that you'd not think of trying if you've not had a tapas route.
Right, so I'll put it this way. Restaurant Pizzeria Caminito, all right? I love that, and I've looked at the menu. I've got a menu in my bag. They do takeaway, they do delivery within the Montesinos area. Not to La Siesta, unfortunately, but...
We're going to come back.
There you go. See, look, I didn't even say that, but you knew what I was going to say. We'll be back here for pizza or pasta or...
Even an empanada, because they were amazing.
But they also do provolone. Next one,
Yeah.
dinner
Right, so-
pudding.
Hola. Somos seis. Gracias.
In this particular one, we're having...
A tempura prawn.
tempura prawn.
A tempura king prawn.
Now, Rob is not a prawn person.
Is adverse to prawns unless they're from Gong.
And it's an F-bomb. That's another story. But he's having a croqueta. We're all on the beer, apart from Sarah. She's continuing
She's on the
with
wine
the wine.
already. That might be fatal.
So that's Rob's croqueta. Rob, do me a favour, put your hand at the side, because it's got a fork there, but you've got a fork, and there you go. And then this is the battered tempura prawn. So it's unlike a sauce. The sauce has got, ooh, I want to show you this. The sauce, see there, look. See if we can get it. It looks like, is it peppercorns or caviar?
Caviar.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had that.
It's a bit spicy. The sauce is a little bit spicy. I like that. Yeah, it pulls out of the end bit, look. There's a little end bit of...
If you've never had one of these before, just so that you know.
I thought it was clean, mine.
That's the tail, okay, of the prawn. Just sort that. And you'll see it probably comes up to this bit. Simply show you this. It comes up to this bit here. So some people eat that, some people eat the head, some people suck the heads out. Bob. So Sarah likes hers.
Yeah.
The prawns weren't necessarily clean.
Mine were, you see. Well, it looked clean when I ate it, but then Sarah's definitely weren't.
Now, the mayonnaise sauce that came with it, I'll say it now,
Don't you like
was
it,
a
Andy?
was a slightly spicy mayonnaise.
Yeah, it's got caviar eggs in it.
It's the texture that I didn't like the texture. Of it. Sarah has a thing with textures improved and
You're really selling it.
no, not quite. You can't quite get him on the mic. Oh. So that'd be unfertilised fish eggs.
I actually like that.
Oh, fun and frivolity prevail. I still got that texture thing in my mouth though.
Don't you like the caviar?
No.
Well, you know what?
Not for me. Caviar's not for me. We're in Los Montesinos. When I first moved over here, which was 11 years ago, today that I landed in Spain, bizarrely, up the road, up the top there, the very last apartment block you can see is where I first lived until I bought the villa that I've got now. But I was renting an apartment in that block. Apartments over here can be a lot bigger than you think. Los Montesinos is a very typical Spanish town of the area. You have your schools, you have your bars, your restaurants, your facilities. But also typical of the area, it doesn't have a very frequent bus service, and that's the big shame for a lot of places in Spain, a lot of the towns and the villages. But the reason why there isn't is because they're quite insular, and most of the things that you need are in the immediate local vicinity. Rob and Sarah's never really seen Los Montesinos. This is their first little
Rummage around.
foray into the area, and there's a couple of different parks out and about. They have a couple of fiestas throughout the year as well. So then you've got things like this. Surprised?
Yeah, it's like just in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? And all of a sudden, yeah, it looks really cool.
Now, contrast to that, what's also surprising is you walk round the corner and there's a farmer walking his goats and sheep. It does happen. We've no idea how many we've done so far.
We've done
Five.
five.
Four.
No, four, I think. We've done four.
One was stonking and one wasn't so stonking.
Oh, I think they've all been all right. I'm not upset about any of them. In
No,
fairness.
the last one was all right. That's all I'd
Well,
say.
I gave it a 7, which were equal to La Pasada.
Anyway, so the next one, we're here. Punjabi Paradise. We are in Punjabi Paradise, I think it is now called.
It is, yes.
And their tapa is,
A mixed pakora.
yes, we'll show you what it looks like now.
There's definitely onion ring. I think that might be potato, and then there's like a onion bhaji.
All right, so let me show you. There we go.
Yep.
What you have to buy for that?
Oh, sorry.
There you go, young man.
Apologies for the lighting, it's quite difficult today. There we go. See if I can show you better. That's the onion ring. That is 5 down. One more, we've completed our first sheet.
5 down, 16 to go.
I don't think we're going to get as many done as last year, to be
Maybe
honest.
not.
Last year, we didn't manage to get one here last year, they'd run out.
And it's a Latino restaurant. But
Bartender Latino,
we've been
yes.
told it's really good, and we're here.
So, fingers crossed, this year, we've never been in here, we've never tried it, so. This tapa has got things on it that most of us don't like, but it might be one of these that might surprise the hell out of us.
Yeah, it's got banana in
I'm
it.
not a fan of barbecue sauce, it's got barbecue sauce on it. Dad's skipping this one.
That's actually really nice.
Is it a pudding though?
No.
Is it like proper? I know what.
That's meat.
Oh, okay.
That's really nice.
When it first came out, I thought it was like a banoffee. That's why I was asking.
No, it's proper tasty, that, isn't it?
Down
So
alright.
here we have it. I'll tell you what this reminds me of. You know when you have the Caribbean scones or the biscuits, I don't know if you remember what they're like. It reminds me of those, the outer shell.
I think the outer shell's actually, it is plantain and not banana.
I don't know.
From the same animal.
Well, I think mainly because of the barbecue sauce.
Oh, you don't like, do you?
No. I'll be back. Whenever we do anything like this, or the restaurant reviews or anything like that, it's always subjective. A lot of it's down to personal taste. Just because it's not something we're fond of doesn't mean it's bad. I'm not a massive fan of barbecue sauce.
I thought it were all right.
Helen thought it was all right, so there you go, there's the difference.
6.5
But it's not
maybe.
my favourite out of the ones that we've had so far. We're now at the point where we've completed our first sheet. So what we're going to do is we're going to
Yeah, just put +4 for
score
yeah,
our favourite out of the 6 that we've had, and then we'll put them in a box as we go past and get ourselves some new sheets. And these are such a social event. You get so many people from, not just from the village itself that live in the village, that's got places in the village, but from the local towns.
These people are actually queuing to get in.
Yeah, they were waiting for us to, oi, 0121, do one, so they could have our seats. Onwards and upwards, 6 down.
15 to go.
Let's go. If you want to see what we did in previous years, have a look in the description and we'll link the videos for the previous Los Montesinos videos for the tapas route. This one last year, I was so looking forward to it. They had Courtyard. We'd heard that it was really good. It came with mashed potato. We get here and either they'd stopped doing the tapa by that point or they'd sold out, I can't remember, but I was gutted. Okay, for those of you that watch us, you may also watch Rob, who's got the channel Our Place in the Sun. What you may not know is Rob actually has a wife and her name is Non-Essex Bird and she's never on his videos. Now she's been nice because I always catch her on our videos and she's like, get that camera out my face.
That is exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you see, look, but I can get away with it, whereas
I can't.
he can't. This is mashed potato with,
Perdona.
it looks like
Perdona.
a meatball in gravy with peas. I'm sorry, but
It's puree de patata.
it's puree de patata. Do we think it's instant?
I think they make it look like instant mash to me.
There's no trying to beat jam. There's no trying to beat jam, is it?
Could be. Actually, the meatball tastes quite nice and they're quite firm. Yeah, no, that's all right actually. It's better than it looks.
Send those peas used as bullets. I can't cut this with my fork. Mine's rock hard.
Tastes all right.
Tastes alright though. But I actually think it might be out of a tin.
Possibly. We filled our first 6 up. We've actually got 7 stamps, but there it is. So there we go. There's our votes for now.
Bosh.
In his mouth. Done.
We're heading to the next one. We are now on number 8 of 21 potential.
Yeah. It's the Courtyard.
Which,
This has been good for the last 2 years. So let's wait and see.
This is called the Courtyard for a reason. So what we're having here in the Courtyard, we're going to have
Tagine of pork with rice.
tagine of pork with rice.
Is it English pig?
It might have been. No, she left earlier.
All right, so here's a question for you. We call it a toad in the hole. It's a Yorkshire pudding that's cooked with a sausage in it. Non-Essex Birds just said it's called a frog in a bog. What the hell is that?
Frog in a bog.
Drop us a comment. Oh, yeah, you can smell
It does smell really good.
The aromatics on that are quite
Thank you.
ominent.
Very polite.
As we said, we're in the Courtyard.
Cheers.
Don't forget local
Can you pass
businesses.
that one to Andy, please?
Give them some
Thank you.
support
Oh, thank
when
you.
you can, where you
Cheers.
can, if that's something that you can do.
Yeah, man.
Now, we complained about the fact that we didn't get much notice for this event. Neither did the bar owners in Los Montesinos, to be fair. Is it good?
Really good.
Apologies if the audio's gone a little bit, the radio mics, the battery's gone flat. We are in Barcode. In Barcode, you get albondigas. You get meatballs, basically. Take a look at these. They smell really, really, really good.
Yeah, they're nice. But, nice, but I still prefer. I can't say it too loud. I prefer the Courtyard's food.
Yeah. I thought you were comparing meatballs.
Oh, meatballs, these are probably the nicest ones, yeah.
Hola, buenas.
Every year in here, it's always had, for the tapas route, it's always been good. Always. And we've been here for food before, and that was good as well.
The taste is amazing. The taste is amazing.
Ooh. I wasn't expecting that. So we've just met Sean and Angela. This makes me look as fat as I am. Just seen Sean and Angela. Got a place here in La Harada. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for stopping us and saying hi. And we're talking to them about various bus trips and things like that you can do. And it's always worth looking at the bus trips when you're in the area to see if you can experience something new. We're now going on to...
Bar Charlie.
Yeah, but what number is it?
Number 12, I think.
No, it can't be 12. Maybe 11 or 10.
No, it might be. No, it's definitely not 10. It's either 11 or 12. I'm not sure. I think it's 12, but it could be 11.
Anyway, we're going to have filled at least 2 sheets for the tapas route today. Bar Charlie, croqueta. Apparently it's a hamon croqueta. I think there's 2 or 3 of us that ate all of it. I'm one of them. I don't like wasting food. Mike and Yvonne,
I only take mine.
and then everybody else has left some. So this is obviously not. This is obviously the least favourite out of all the ones that we've tried so far. But you know, not everybody can be up there, and sometimes, unfortunately, somebody's down there. Here in the past, it's been like this, but not today. Second sheet filled in. We're going to post it. Anyway, we're not quite sure which year this is.
It's 2025. I can tell you that.
Did you
You
not
only
know
come here
that?
for the abuse, didn't you?
sarcastic.
I never
didn't get
said
to
a
finish.
word.
Why don't you want?
Not sure which year of the route of the tapa this is for Los Montesinos. I think it's around about 15-ish, maybe more. We don't know. Let's see what people thought about it. 2 of the guys here are tapas route Los Montesinos virgins. What do you think?
Hey, it was fantastic again.
Anyway,
I'd give it a thumbs up.
Okay,
It was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
if you can hear him, sorry if you can't.
It was
Oh, these
really,
two.
really good. Really good.
These two are the 2 virgins.
These 2 are the 2.
It was proper nice.
It
I've
was
enjoyed
really good.
everything that I've had. Boy,
No, I've had
Huh?
plenty
No, it was
to
very
drink.
good.
Who, me?
I think we're on what? This is about the 13th stop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the 13th stop, but we've not had a tapa because, to be honest, we didn't fancy it and we've had enough to eat, so we just decided to have a drink instead. That's it from us. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've joined us. Leave us a comment if you've done this before. Leave us a comment if you want to do this one in the future and wish you had more notice.
too bloody raw.
Let's not go there. And from these guys, it's a...
Yeah, I'll be back.
Pronto.
Do you mean we're going?
I'm not going nowhere, but I'm coming back.
That's the pronto.
There you go. Bye.
How do I leave the
Now. So,
Now then. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Cut that bit out.
Why?
Because it's Jimmy Savile.
Here's a top tip for you when you're doing the tapas route. You come to do the tapas route, you're going to have the food, you're going to have the drink. What you need to do is bring your own entertainment. Meet Sarah! Sorry, hopefully we won't have to bleep all that lot, but you know, if you didn't know, Sarah does have rather a potty mouth.
Well, it says Andy, who's got the biggest potty mouth in the world. I think Andy's got Tourette's.
If he didn't put that one away.
You could hurt you, Andy.